Hi guys, Bojo here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new Tool single, Fear Inoculum. Just dropped yesterday as of writing this review, probably be a couple years old if I ever get around to uploading this, haha. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest Tool fan in the cosmos, not that I dislike them or anything, I just haven't listened to much of their stuff. I heard that one song, H, from that old Flash animation, Killing Spree 7 by Master Samus, or Samus or whatever, and I think they had some songs in Guitar Hero 4, or Guitar Hero World Tour even, but I never unlocked those.
Piece of crap.
What I mean to say is that I am much more acquainted with the works of other prog metal bands such as Vector or Metallica. I know how passionate some of Tool's fans are though, and even just looking at the comments for the video, it's pretty difficult not to get totally swept up in the hype regarding the new song and album as a whole. T. Before starting my review proper, I just wanted to take a moment to express my love for the artwork of this single. The album's artwork is very good, yes, but the single cover in particular drew my attention. Like the full album cover, you may notice that the object in view is constituted by what appears to be several eyes. Interesting. What intrigued me most is that the single artwork seems to make a shape of a pair of ass cheeks, as though the legs were raised well above the head of whomever's posterior is visible. That the ass in question is textured by several eyeballs is, to me, a damning indictment of the voyeuristic nature of mankind today, and the potential for the conveniences afforded by mass media to indulge our basest carnal tendencies. These are very heady, profound concepts though, not easily comprehended by most people, but of course, Tool managed to make it work. Anyways, my analysis of this album will begin with the title of this song, Fear Inoculum. There is a lot to unpack here, so let me start with the first letter, that letter, F. Now, I make this review with the assumption that you are familiar with the English alphabet. There's a whole history behind it, it's kind of boring, so I'm not going to waste your time with it. Anyways, F is the sixth letter of the alphabet. Words that start with the letter F include fantastic, flungpob, and food. All of these are triumphant, authoritative words, which is the intended vibe of this song, cause fucking Tool, are back, ladies and gentlemen. After 13 years, the mighty Tool have returned. They are older, more mature, and have learned from their past mistakes, personal, artistic, and professional, to make the best music ever. Okay, given that I managed to wean such meaning from the first letter of the song, I understand that this will be a lot to take in, so from now on I'm just going to simplify things and look at it at a more macro level, I guess. Just, the title, Fear Inoculum. The word fear is defined as a noun as an unpleasant emotion caused by the threat of danger, pain, or harm. I'm gonna let you take that in for a second, because that is just brilliant, right? I hadn't been aware of it before, but this just demonstrates Tool's ability to treat emotions. I haven't had a song encapsulate my feelings so well since Pharrell Williams' Happy. I'm gonna move on to the second word of the title now, Inoculum. Now, I struggle to comprehend words that contain more than 5 letters, but I did a bit of digging and it appears that the word inoculum is a material used in production of an inoculation, inoculation being a synonym for vaccination. Vaccination, as a noun, is the treatment with a vaccine to produce immunity against a disease. You can see now that we are beginning to get to the bottom of whatever meaning this title could possibly intend to hold. Fear? Inoculum? How could these two words possibly mean anything when so haphazardly dashed aside one another? Well, I have a theory, dear viewer, that the ambiguous, near indecipherable title could in fact point towards multiple interpretations. You see, Tool may intend for the titular fear to be used as an inoculum in the production of a vaccination for a greater, more threatening ailment. However, they may hope that this song ushers in the development of a vaccination and cure for fear itself. While this may seem like a positive development, the eradication of the fear that inhibits so many of us, I believe this would be a far more sinister viewpoint, because, the existence of fear and other typically negative emotions serve to provide great contrast to the good moments in life, whatever they may be. Whatever. And with so many possibilities, who could even begin to presume what lead singer Maynard Jack Keenan intended to convey with such a monolithic, almost intimidating title? My theory is aided, however, by the lyrics of the song. As you can see, with the prevalence of words such as immunity, contagion, venom, inoculated, poison, and malady, amongst many others, you can see that the song does center around diseases in some way. However, Tool will not spell out for you what this song specifically means. Tool respects the art of ambiguity. However, to do so while still using lyrics connected to the motif of disease indicates a clarity of vision rarely ever seen in any medium of entertainment. Eat shit, Paddy McAloon. Now, with such obvious genius surrounding basically every facet of this piece, all that remains unanswered now is how good the song itself is. I'm gonna play it for you in its entirety before giving my opinion on it. Okay, so I hope you've had time to reflect on what you've heard and consider how your worldview may be permanently altered as a result of hearing the song. My opinion, this song is alright, I guess. Far from the worst thing I've ever heard, but like, without having listened to much Tool before, it wouldn't much tempt me to delve further into their discography. It feels a bit like a metal remix of some fucking old school RuneScape song. I think the song I thought of was Arabian 1. I think I might play an Calcarid or whatever the place is called, I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, the first 2 minutes of this of fucking Fear Inoculum sound a lot like that. That's not to say that there aren't some very interesting artistic flourishes here and there. Around the 2 minute mark after we've heard the intro and think we've gotten to grips with this musical roller coaster, we are treated to a surprise guest vocal appearance from the Dave Mustaine, rhythm guitarist and vocalist for Megadeth. Now, Mustaine, perhaps owing to his deteriorating condition, seemed both unable to sing above the key of B and unwilling to write any new lyrics for this Tool collaboration, instead recycling this verse from Megadeth's own Americastan from their 2007 album United Abominations. And to beat violence, you must ignore the focus groups. You must send in the Mossad, turn off the BBC, CNN, and don't look back. Rest assured, there'll be no more Middle Eastern crisis. Hell, there'll be no more Middle East. Okay, Grandpa. I mean, it's good that old Dave is still getting out and about, but yikes. From there on, the song totters on for a bit longer. You get the sense that it's building up to this really fucking awesome bombastic crescendo, but I didn't think the finale was all that boom boom coolio. Not that it necessarily has to have some fucking earth-shattering climax, but I just kinda got bored of the song plodding away for 10 minutes and 23 seconds. Usually I'm a lot more receptive to 10-minute songs if they either, go crazy places or are really catchy and fun from the start, or even just have a cool kind of ambience. I don't know though, maybe I'm just a fucking imbecile who's unable to enjoy methodical, slow-burning music because my Tourette's compels me to pick my nose or whatever for the duration of the song. Oh well. I mean, it seems very impressive. The song, that is, not my nose. Maynard is clearly a great vocalist, and his performance is good, though to be honest I don't really like his vocals when they go all high-pitched. His lower stuff and his screams are cool. The song itself has some pretty tight, solid instrumentation, and each instrument does complement each other quite well. Production is nice and spacey, and the guitar tone has a solid punch to it, but maybe the drums could have a bit more oomph behind them. I'm sure there's some truly fascinating time signature wizardry going on, but whatever, am I right? Fuck. I thought this song had a very strange chorus. Very strange indeed.
Hey, hey, hee, hee, I make poo-poos and pee-pees. Hey, hey, hee, hee, I make poo-poos and pee-pees. One comes out the front, one comes out the back. For both we wipe and flush, but for one we will wipe a little more.
Maynard takes a break from talking about deep topics such as fear and vaccinations to lecture us on how to poo and pee. This is very non-sequitur-esque. Like, it is catchy and it does serve its educational purpose very well. It really has nothing to do with the song, and it only really serves to weaken its intense and powerful message. At least Mustaine's feature could be portrayed as the rasped ramblings of a delirious Vietnam veteran dying in fucking high dehydration in the Saharan dunes that the song soundscape presents, but this chorus really makes no sense at all, and I cannot comprehend why they thought it would be a good inclusion. Artistic hubris, perhaps. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about Tool's new single. First in 13 years apparently. TLDW, does it live up to the hype? I don't know. Fuck, I don't really care. I'm sure it's the best song someone's ever heard. I mean, it's alright, well made and all, just didn't fully appeal to my tastes outside a few bright spots. Keep an eye out for Bojo album, ladies and gentlemen. It's 13 years in the making as well, except this is gonna be the shit. Oh, sorry, actually I misread. It's just gonna be shit. See ya.